is mine.
Welcome in.
Lots of stuff. Lots of storage over here for
setting up
vintage items. I do so.
Let me set up the.
All right, with that, y'all, thanks so much again, everybody, Bandit, and all of y'all.
The second device to monitor.
Amazing. I appreciate that so much. If you don't follow me, please still follow. I'd just love to see you anytime we come in. Amanda, thanks for putting this together, and I know Minska and Jocelyn give us the space for makers, and I want to say thank you for allowing us to have this. It's been a real blessing. I was able to sell a lot more of my art in this venue than I was able to in a
so nice. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. And with that, we're heading over to Lupe with Barnhart Studios. And I'm sure she's probably ready. She is. So y'all hang around for Lupe and show her some love. And I'll see you next
Show me some love.
Bye.
Yes, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm ready to receive your love. Welcome in. Welcome in. As Vanessa has instructed you, you are to. Oops. I was listening to Miss Vanessa. Sorry about that. Hey, Frat Girl, everybody, welcome in, welcome in. So, as y'all know, I do need some love, so I will get in that line for that free love. My name is Lupe, and I work out of Blind Art Studios. Thank you so much for coming. Vanessa, thank you so much for a fantastic show. And for sending all your friends over to me. You are on the Meet Your Maker rate train. We all make stuff. It's all fantastic and beautiful. And yeah, oh, thank you, Vic. Love it, love it. Thank you so much for being here. So I am one of the first people that would tell you that I love too many things. I have many. Hey, Amanda. Yeah, I see a craft that I mildly like. Next day, I will love it and want to do it. So I messed up my nail polish by I was feverishly working on this alebrije. So I started off with like a red base, but I wanted to be sort of like a dusty red, so then I added orange on top of it, but it got on me. Anyways, so then I thought, I don't have time to paint the nails, so I just put dots on it. Anyways, but I did finish it, so yay, I love his. So this one is a combination turtle and pigeon. Check out the face. I try to get a pigeon. The baby pigeons. We get a lot of the birds here, lots of nests and stuff, and the little baby pigeons that are like opening their little mouths so that the mama can feed them and stuff. Anyways, yes, that's the whole thing. But welcome in. Thank you so much to Christina for setting this up every month, and for Jocelyn for giving us a platform. And all the comadres on the Art Hangout. Yes, you are a comadre. I don't know if you know what that is, but yes, you are. So a comadre is basically like a friend, someone like a confidant kind of thing. So I appreciate you all being here. So I love to do all the things. Today I'm going to show you how to do a brick stitch for beading. I'm working on a hummingbird. So I did I did the body and one of the wings. So I need to do the other wing and then also the little tail and stuff. So, but I'm going to use, to show you, I'm going to use beads that are slightly bigger than those so that I'm able to sort of show that in on screen. So let me see if I need to move this. Oh, also, before everything else, I have all the things. Yes. So, Melissa, you are stealing my thunder. Yes, that's the next step. But so let me show you this really cute So when the nephews came, we did air dried clay pottery and stuff, right? And then yeah, so they could do whatever, so they would be entertained for the 2 weeks they were here. Anyway, so then I made this tiny little vase, a little vase, little jug, and then I painted it with glowy paint. Super cute. I have it uh in the store just in case you're interested. Super cute. Oh, and I wanted to put some flowers in it. If we have time, I'll put some little flowers in it as well. Super cute. But yes, this will be. I started this at one of the art hangouts. I was going to just decorate it, paint it with like markers and stuff like that. But instead, what we're going to do, and Melissa did steal my thunder, but I'm going to try to cover it with beads. It's going to take forever, but I think that's going to give me something to do that is going to like, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the challenge to do that. And yeah, so all the different areas will have different colors, different patterns. It's gonna be glorious. Yes, it's gonna be amazing. And so at one point I thought I wanted to do pottery as well, and I was working with my friend Diane. She lives three dirt roads down the from me, which is, I don't know, a couple miles. Anyways, she has her own kiln. She does all the stuff, and she is fantastic, super amazing, sharing woman. Uh, yes, and I mean, not only does she um, do the pottery and she shares and stuff like that, but she also like lets you share with her your life, and she gives you advice. Like she's like the best. Anyways, now Diane doesn't watch my shows, but if she happened to check this one out, I love you very much. Anyway, so see how colorful it is. You can, so like once you have the base. Okay, let me show you. So this is a wing. This could be any color wing. The patterns can change. Like yeah, but the it's still gonna make the wing of the bird, which is fantastic. You could just change the colors, and it's gonna look different. And then this is the body, and it's the same body for all of the, if whatever kind of hummingbird I want to do, I could totally do that as well. Yes, so I love it. Anyways, all right, so let me show you how to do the brick stitch. So brick is basically when the well, let me show you. When the beads line up on top of each other, like, oh, there was water on the table and I just messed up my drawing. Anyways, see, they go on top of each other, but like slightly off center, and so they look like little bricks. And the best ones, oh, let me show you this one. Okay, so like the best ones is if you do with delica beads, which are the little tiny tube. Let me see if I can get it closer to you. Hey, Connie, welcome in, welcome in. So they're much more uniform, and yeah, but anyways, yeah. So it's a lot easier to see with those. Okay, all right. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes. So I just learned this about a month, 2 months ago, probably, maybe more. And then also just want to remind you all that I am visually impaired, and so if you see me struggling with the whole of, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the positivity. So if I struggle with trying to find the whole of the bead, it's because of that. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with two beads, just like this, right? And then, well, obviously you start by threading your needle and all that good stuff, right? So you have two beads, right? Yes, don't stab myself. I am not stabby, Melissa. I am not a stabby person. But anyways. Hey, Shaky Planes, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so you have your two beads, right? So then you're going to go through the first bead and then pull. And what that will do is basically force them to be right next to each other. Oh, let me see if I can. Oh, that's too close. And maybe even these beads might be a little too small. See how like they stack right next to each other instead of on top of each other? That's really what you want. Now I'm gonna grab another one. Right? You know, and when I first, I couldn't go back to the lab or whatever. I was like, what am I gonna do? And I thought embroidery for sure. I love that. Yeah, no, embroidery. I still can't do embroidery, but I'm getting closer to it. If I can do beading, I think I can get close to doing the embroidery by hand. I have an embroidery machine that I had promised to show you guys, but it's loud. So, anyways, okay. So, see the bead. You're coming out of this one, right? So you put another bead in, and then you're gonna go underneath that one, and then you're gonna pull tight. And see, and now the brick is getting bigger. See, I'm gonna try to hold it. My hands are shaky because of the nerve stuff. Anyways, all right, perfect, perfect. So now we're gonna go back through the one we just added. It just adds an additional um, safety net so the bead doesn't come off. And so, thank you so much for your positivity there on YouTube. Appreciate it. I set up multicast so that I can watch the show and see what I did wrong and then try to make it better next time. So then I'm adding another one just the same way. Where I came up in the top, we're going to go and go underneath. Hey, Amanda. Welcome in, welcome in. And Thrifty DIY. Welcome in, welcome in. So we're learning how to brick stitch for the beading. We are going to uh, graduate. Okay, so also we're going to take a slight break so that I can show you. I managed to be able to make a turtle. I still need to do this one because I did a black thing and I didn't like it. So we're gonna change that and. We're working on this hummingbird. It's going to be glorious. Right now we're learning how to do the brick stitch to make the um the wing. So basically what you do with figurines that are sort of complicated like this is you well, I mean, it was suggested to me, not that I've learned and I've have all this experience. This is what I was taught. They told me to break it up into pieces. So the first is like the wing and then the body and then you put your accents on it and stuff like that. So the brick stitch basically, if you see, you're going to start out with the longest part of whatever you're making and then kind of graduate down. It's possible to graduate up, but it looks more clunky, so it's always better to start at the where the biggest line is and then kind of graduate down. You can also just make squares and stuff like that. Once you have the basic stitches, then you're good. And I figured that's probably what I needed to concentrate on, and just like learn the basic stuff and then kind of, yeah, because a lot of the times what I try to do is just like, like if it was someone who was learning to make a rocket, I would want to be like flying the rocket instead of like learning the basics making sure that the rocket actually can go over there and come back. So yeah, so then I decided, you know what, I need to do the basics. So, anyways, so that's kind of what we're trying to do. So recently, I've also been experiencing double vision. So, so I might be poking myself, but so long as there's no blood, everything's good. Sacrificing for the art, as Michaela showed us on the very first Meteor Maker show today. I mean the full show today, because Christina was technically the first. All right, so we're up to 4 now. Again, on the one that it's coming out, you're just gonna grab another one, put it on the needle, like so. It's so hard to show you and try to do it because I have to put it between my fingers and then hope that the hole is like facing down. And if it's not, then I have to kind of twist around till it gets in there. Okay. All right. So then again, see how the thread is coming out of this one. So you're gonna go under that one and just pull up as soon as I found the hole. And there you go. And then you're gonna pull tight, pull tight. And let me see if I can show you how like it just brings it down. Ass doesn't want to bring it down because I was, trying to like brag that it did that, and so okay, now it did it. And then once you're here, that you're gonna go back through that bead that you added. Of course, I have to put it on between both of my fingers so that I can push the needle through. All right, there you go. you know, I'd rather laugh at myself than cry or whatever. Although I do struggle with those issues as well, and it's okay, and it's okay to talk about those because everybody goes through different things. Mm. Sometimes we're just sad, and it's okay to be sad. But the good thing is we have outlets that allow us to continue to be creative and do things so that we're not thinking negative or hurtful things for ourselves, right? Yes. Oh, thank you, Connie. You always make me smile. And I'm tightening it. Oh, sorry, I moved out of the way because I was trying to tighten it to make sure that I have my brick. All right. Oh, and I happen to be uh and the place is still, the AC is still not fixed today. Yesterday I was with the AC, and so I was happier, but I have more stuff here, so I figured I was going to be back. All right, so then what I'm gonna do right now is, because I'm having trouble with it sticking. It's probably because I'm nervous and I'm in front of the camera. I'm gonna go back, zigzag through the beads just to make it a little tighter, and so that it doesn't want to separate. Yes, Christina. And you should see how like oh, I don't have any today, but a lot of the times, like I told Nadine, like I love to use these, the like cut crystal um ashtrays as coasters. So I put my beverages in it so it doesn't get my table wet. But today I forgot to do that, and my table did get wet. Yeah, I mean, I figured, you know, these babies might be sticking around my house for a long time. Might as well be used. They don't want to be like stuck in some box away from the limelight. So, all right, right. We can all be fancy. We also sell um, vintage. Let's see. I sorry. By mistake I took out. Oh, thank goodness it worked. My thread. I lost my thread. Okay, so I was zigzagging through the beads to make it a little bit tighter because I was losing my grip on the world. No, I was I was having a hard time keeping it together. Oh, hey, survival mode. Welcome in, welcome in. So, in terms of navigating and stuff, I'm glad that you made it over to the Meet Your Maker train. So, today, one day out of the month, Jocelyn turns knickknacks over to handmade stuff because she is a great lover of handmade stuff and also supports all the makers here on Knickknacks. And we also, Christina sets up these fantastic rate trains. So it goes artist to artist. We make whatever sort of uh, art that we're making at the time. Many of us dabble in lots of different types of art. And yeah, so welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, so I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. And do follow everybody that's on here because everybody that's on here is a maker. Most of the people on this live are makers or very much supporters of art. So yeah, these are the people you want to know. We are the best. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. I like to work with. Uh, so once a week on Thursdays we have something called our hangout. Amanda, her handle is Candyland Curiosity. She organizes a raid train of artists, and so we make different types of art. So every Thursday you can drop on in. You can see what sort of art we're doing. We usually do like semi, like I do semi like demos because I always forget to tell you all kinds of stuff. But there are people who are really good at like explaining everything. Like for example, Vanessa, who was just in front of me, she was making mandalas, and so she tells you about the tools that you need. She even sold. I actually have in my kit right here. This is my Lupe's kit. Make sure you take all your stuff to it. So I actually have the tools that she sold, and they've been fantastic tools for my alebrijes. Let me show my alebrijes off. So I carved little alebrijes or little figurines of wood, and I paint them. And I have been having a hard time making the small um, paintings, but with her tools I've been able to do a lot more. And then also I also discovered the Sharpie marker. Fantastic. Ugh, yeah, Vanessa, you need to get back into like I know you said you were going to look to see if you can sell some more of those tools because yeah, I said totally recommend it to everybody because they're multi-use kind of tools. And so yeah, so come on over. You're gonna learn different types of art, and you can decide what you want to start with. All right. So like I said, what I'm doing, look at my little brick. See if I can show you. Yeah, I was having a hard time keeping it together because it was too loosey goosey. So I strengthened it, and now I think I'm getting close to being able to go back. Yeah, yeah. Like you're right. you know, Many a times we're like, oh, I can do that. Oh, that looks so cool. Like for example, the bookmarks by Beat Goddess. I was like, dude, I so want to do that. Of course, when I lost my, became legally blind, I was mad. You know how it goes. I love books all my life. I've like since I was like tiny kid, I've loved books and collected books. And I got really mad, and so I threw all my books away. I'm not gonna cry. I say that to remind myself that I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, I threw away all my books. I was mad. But anyways, so I don't have any books to put bookmarks in, but I still want to make them. Yeah, I want to make them. They look so cool. Like I could totally see myself with like walking around with my book with a little dangling bookmark hanging out. Ah, like to go to like some coffee place and have my book with my bookmark. Yeah, I saw it. I totally picture it. And so, even though I no longer have books, uh, maybe I can like use it to like hang it, like dangle it from like, uh, maybe my handbag or something, right? Or maybe even the table, the tablet. You know how it has like it looks kind of like a book. It'd be really cool if I put like an actual bookmark to it, right? Oh, yeah. All right. So basically, again, I'm just adding that's just basically the way you do it. Okay. So I think it's long enough so then I can then show you how to add or go on to the next stage, right? So let me just, I'm going to go to the last one that I put. I'm just going to go a couple times over and over just to secure it enough so that it doesn't want to fall apart on me. Okay. We're just one more time just to be safe. And then, oh, I'm not even on screen. All right, so now what we're going to try to do, I'll use a different color so that it's obvious that it's, okay, we'll use orange. All right, so we're going to put another one in and let me show you. Okay, so see how where your last one is? What you're going to do is you're going to go in between those two beads. I lost my bead. Let me grab another one. Okay, so you're going to go in between those two beads. Do you see? You're going to go in through those two beads and you're going to pull tight, right? And then you're going to go back underneath that bead that you just put in. And again, I have to find the hole first. And then you pull tight and see how like it goes in between those two beads. Let me tighten it. Well, let me do another one so that it's easier to see. I'll show you. And then once I've shown you that, then we can begin the Huichol um, project. And that's going to be, it's going to be insanely good. It's going to be super hard, but I envision it and it's going to be glorious. No, something happened. I don't know. I think my bead didn't go through. Hold on. I'm fighting with my bead. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I need to take off the bead. Okay, so I need to start again and go back through this one. Okay, sorry about that. I missed a step. Okay, so once it's like that, then you grab your bead and you're gonna pull it through the next between the next two beads. Super hard to show you. Oh my goodness. I probably should try to see if there's a way to put the camera behind me so that it's easier for you to see. All right, so then when you pull it through, it automatically stacks it on top, and then but you're still going to go underneath it to have the thread come from the top, and you can add another one in. I know the beads, it's all, blame the beads because it's definitely not Lupe making a mistake. So then you grab another one and you're going to go through the beads. Let me see if I can do it on camera this time. No. Oh, maybe if I do it this way. Nope. Oh, hold on. I gotta be able to twist my hand, or maybe twist my body. Hold on, so that it can. How about that? Between the next bead. See? No, you can't even see it, huh? There you go. And then you're gonna pull tight, and then it basically stacks it on top. See? And then you're gonna just go underneath that one that you just put in. Oops. To stabilize it, pull tight, and that's the way it is. So basically, you just continue to work across until it basically makes you can make a little triangle. Now, if for some reason, let me just go to the other side so I can show you how to add instead of taking away. So if you wanted to make it bigger, let me just zigzag across the other side. Well, welcome in everybody. We are learning how to do a brick stitch for beading. Um, and it's one of the basic stitches when you want to do a beading. So I also have the beading loom, which has been fantastic. It's made life so much easier. Uh, so I actually bought two so that I could have several to be working on at the same time. So I can make big ones or little ones. Like you can make big, like cuffs, kind of, or you could do like smaller ones as well. So I have some of my bracelets that I've made in my store if you want to take a look. It takes me forever to make them, so so I asked $10 for them because you know but you can also learn to make them, and most likely you're not going to have the issue that I do, so it might be a little faster. Okay, so I made it all the way to the other side. Oh no. Amanda, are you still in here? Hey Bandit, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me turn off multicast Yeah, it's on YouTube. I know most of the time I get away with being able to multicast. I can watch it on YouTube afterwards, but